Sorry, just saying, shoo fly, don't bother me. One just landed on my forehead for some reason. Very nice. Which is quite apt, seeing as what I'm going to be talking about is things that annoy me. Yes, very positive. Okay, so the first thing that annoys me, the thing that really comes to mind at the moment is not being used to doing this would be one. Okay, just give me a moment. Just turning my mic on so I don't have to hold it so close to my face. Okay, so being a vegan and caring very deeply about animal rights, animal liberation, and knowing what I do know about animals, which is a lot more than your average person and a lot more than I did 7 or so months ago, right? I get very annoyed by certain things that other people who are less in the know than me do. And I know it's not fair because I know that I have been there before, but I just wanted to share it because I'm sure that there are a lot of other vegans that are in the same situation at the moment and will share my pain. Okay, so the first thing that annoys me is people who say, "Oh, I could never be vegan, it's so hard," and they've never been vegan and they wouldn't have a clue, right? I don't know if I ever said that. I think I was just sort of like, and just a bit apathetic about the whole thing. My God, this fly is like in love with me. Alright, for one, it really isn't hard. It's not hard. There's like 2 weeks of learning that you need to do. There's heaps of forums out there. There's heaps of blogs with recipes and tips and all kinds of things, right? It is not hard at all. You will stuff up. You will accidentally buy things with products that are from animals in them. That will happen, right? But it is not hard at all, right? And if you're actually committed, then if you go to a restaurant or whatever that doesn't have a vegan choice, you can either ask them to make something which has the animal things taken out of it, or you can just say, "Could I have a plate of steamed veggies with olive oil and salt and pepper on it? Because it will taste good, it'll be good for you, and it won't be that much of a pain in the ass. I promise you." And I mean, apart from anything else, this whole myth that if you go vegan, you can never just buy something from the shop, like a normal shop in a normal place. You can't do it. It's a complete myth. It's completely untrue. At the moment, I'm eating these, right? This is junk food, my friends. Junk food. All you have to do is read the box. You just read the ingredients. That's it. I put them in the oven, and now I'm eating them. And now I'm going to continue eating them, and I'll come back with things that annoy me. They're like $2.99. They're vegan. They're easy. 20 minutes in the oven. And they taste good too. Okay? Easy. Not hard. Easy. Slightly frustrating sometimes. But isn't your frustration less important, your moment of frustration, less important than absolute agony that an animal would go through if you just can't be bothered? I don't understand that. I really, really don't understand that. That is something that annoys me. And I know as well that I've been there. And you have to keep remembering that. You really, really do have to keep remembering, especially if you're trying to be doing, like, if you're trying to be doing advocacy with, like, people who are not vegan. You do have to remember that once you were there in their shoes and you were like just not interested for whatever reason. You do have to remember that. Even though it's like a whole shift of paradigm though when you go vegan. It's like you're living in another dimension and seeing things completely differently. And you have to remember that everyone else is in that old dimension where animals I mean, maybe they have feelings, but it's not particularly important. And anyway, I just go to the shop and buy my food, and I just really don't think about it. So you have to remember that's where other people are at. So yeah. Junk food, vegan junk food, cheap, easy, not a problem. Not the healthiest thing to eat in the world, but hey, I'm still a person. Oh, the other thing as well, just so this isn't a... I don't even know if you can hear me. You could hear me before the mic was on the table. Just so it's clear that this isn't a bash the non-vegan session, there are some things about vegans that annoy me too. And this only pertains to the online community. There are a couple of forums that I belong to, and while looking around these forums, you see these huge posts with people just saying how much they hate smokers. And I don't know if it's because they just assume that because you're a vegan you wouldn't smoke. I don't know what the story is. I smoke, and I'm a vegan. I made sure that the brand that I was smoking was not tested on animals. I smoke Drum Roll Your Own, or I smoke John Player. They're both made by Imperial Tobacco, who I checked that they do not use animal testing. Okay? So just because I smoke and I'm a vegan doesn't mean I'm a hypocrite. This is an item that I consume just like anything else. Right? And I still, just like alcohol, right? That's a drug too, right? And some alcohol contains animal products because they use it in the refining process of the alcohol. So that they'll use I think it's like fish oil or something, and milk or eggs. And I don't drink alcohol that's been refined using those products, because apart from anything else, I mean, it's an animal byproduct, and I don't think that it inspires more production. If you buy a wine that was clarified with egg, I don't think it inspires more production of eggs, because I think the wine producer would just find something else to clarify with if the eggs became unavailable. But I think it's gross. I just don't want to do it. So that's something that annoys me about other vegans. Yes. So I'll come back with my next little gripe in a second when I've had my cigarette.